What's up? 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 Woo! What's going on? What's going on, brothers? What's going on, brothers? What's going on, brothers? This is another unplanned stream. I got to get a handle. I got to get a handle on these things, you know. I couldn't help myself, brothers. I couldn't help myself. There's so much going on. There's so much happening with the chattering classes. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You know I had to weigh in on what's going on with this situation in Dallas, Texas. Woo! What's going on? Where y'all at? It's a Wednesday night. I'm on the East Coast. And my clock says it is 12 minutes after 7 p.m. 12 minutes after 7 p.m. I'm on the East Coast. What's going on, brothers? What's going on? I see Rashid in the house. The Real Logic. What's going on? What's going on? I didn't plan this, brothers. I did not plan this. I'm going to have some planned live streams in the coming days, in the coming weeks. This year is almost over. 2021 is right in front of us. And so I'm just having some fun right now, brothers, and I want y'all to have some fun with me, okay? You see the title. You see the title, Risking It All. Kelley, True Kitchen and Black Women. You see the title. That's right. We're going to talk about this, y'all. We're going to talk about this, brothers, because everybody is talking about it. Everybody's talking about this black man. And you know how we do it, brothers. This is all about black male independence. This is all about black male agency. And we have to talk about this because this is right up our alley. I see Xavier in the house. I see you, brother. Neo Leave in the house. I see you. What's going on? JT 9000, I see you in the house. What's happening? Chaos Rain, what's up, Chaos Rain? I see you in the house, man. I see you in the house. I see you, man. What's happening, brothers? There you go. Yeah, there we go. Kwasi CC, I see you, brother. I see you, brothers. You know I had to get on here, man. You know I had to get on here and talk about this black man. I had to talk about the black man in Texas, man. Listen, brothers, all of you guys who are in that area, those of you guys who are in Houston, you in San Antonio, all of you guys in Fort Worth, you in that Dallas-Fort Worth area, I need y'all to go down there. I need y'all to go down there, and I need y'all to support True Kitchen and support Mr. Kevin Kelley, okay? Because Mr. Kevin Kelley is doing it for BMI, Black Male Independence. He's doing it for BMA, Black Male Agency. Yes, sir. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know what it is. I'm not going to be on here long, brothers, but I want to talk about this situation, brothers, because this is a classic situation. This is a case study for all of us. Brothers, here's the thing. Here's the thing, brothers. At some point, if you are a black man who is about something, if you are a black man who is building something, you are driven by purpose. You are a black man who is unapologetic about leaving your mark in the world, leaving a legacy. Brother, you are going to have to draw a line in the sand. I've said that to you before. Every black man who takes independence seriously, every black man who takes agency seriously is going to have to draw a line in the sand. He is going to have to take an uncompromising stance. he is going to have to take a stance which is not popular. And that includes black men who are in the world of business, okay? So we're talking about a black man who's an attorney, a successful attorney, a black man who does real estate, a black man who does very well for himself. We're talking about, what Kevin Samuels calls a high value black man. We're talking about a high value black man. We're talking about an upper echelon black man, okay? And it is obvious based on this situation, and I'm going to be honest with y'all, I don't know his entire history. I don't know the entire story behind his restaurant, a true kitchen, and all of that. But all I do know, brothers, is that it takes a lot to build a business. I do know that it takes resolve, it takes discipline, it takes a serious work ethic, it takes vision, okay, to pull something like that off. And brothers, when you do something like that, you cannot afford to allow anybody and everyone to come into your creation, your innovation, and destroy everything that you have built up. You can't do it, brothers. You can't do it. And this man, he was right for what he did. He was right for speaking the way he did to those customers. Yes, I'm going to say it. Those black women who were in his restaurant who were twerking, they were not in the strip club. They were not in Magic City. They were not in Onyx. Okay, they were not in Club Rolex. Okay, they were in a restaurant. And the story is being told, he tried to be nice. He tried to be diplomatic. He tried to go about it the Christian, the Christian way. But guess what? Trying to be a nice guy didn't work. Being a nice guy, brothers, did not work. So he had to go hardcore. He had to go hardcore. And he did so with as much decorum as he could possibly exude. But that brother, he let some of that gangster out. He let some of that gangster out, brother. He let the F-bomb came out and he told him, he said, look here, hey, if you can't act right in my place, you need to go somewhere else. And he went so far as to say, I don't need your business. I don't need your business. And I'm going to tell y'all, brothers, that's what BMI does. That's what Black Male Independence does. That's what Black Male Agency does. This brother was honest in saying that 70% of his business comes primarily from black women. But although 70% of his business comes directly from black women, he is not going to allow his clientele or the audience to completely determine how he's going to manage his business. Okay? You got to have some principle. Okay? And he said, listen, I don't need your money. Y'all go back to that video. Y'all don't see the video. I don't need your money. And what does that mean? That means that, you know what, if I got to start all over again, if I have to rebrand my business, if I have to create an entirely new marketing plan, if I have to go after an entirely different demographic in order to maintain everything that I have built, I'm going to do that. And brothers, this brother, he exemplifies something for all of us. I want all of you guys to look at that, man. I want y'all to look at that. Because it is not often that we get this type of image. Black men are disrespected. Black businessmen are disrespected. Black men who work hard, black men who achieve some level of status in this society, they are often diminished. Their value is diminished. And what can happen sometimes is that those black men, and I've seen this over the course of my life, they will allow their value to be degraded. They will allow themselves to be disrespected to such a degree that there is no response from them, that they will not counter all of that pathology. And brothers, you got to be able to, here's the thing, you got to be able to, or you got to come to a place where you can risk it all. He was like, forget the clientele. You can just risk it all, okay? And start all over again. Because we're in a state of affairs right now in Black society where everything is relative. We are in a state in Black society where you have a whole bunch of pluralism, okay? And what do I mean by that? Where every and anything goes. All behaviors are all the same and equal. Everybody got the same status in the life, okay? All right? There is no distinctions to be made between some gutter, a ghetto ratchet, okay, who has no vision of life, and somebody who has worked hard and has done something to create something, build something that's going to last forever, or at least going to have some longevity in this world. We want to flatline everything. You want to flatline everything, okay? And we got to move away from that, okay? And when you are engaged in business like this brother here, Kevin Kelley, you don't need to be playing that game. We don't need to play that game. I see you, Christopher Clifford. I see you, Commander Gore. I see you. You don't need to play that game. Let me tell you something, brothers. Let me tell you something. You never allow somebody to come into your house. You are the host. They are the guest. You never allow somebody to come into your house and to tell you how you are supposed to govern the affairs within your house. You never allow somebody to come into your house and jump up and down all over your furniture, to mark up your walls, okay, to piss all over your bathroom, okay, and to defecate all over the bedroom floors. You never allow somebody to do that. You got to kick them people out of your house because they need to understand that this is your house. You pay the mortgage, you pay the rent, you pay the bills, utilities, all that kind of stuff. This your house. And that's basically what Mr. Kelley did. He just basically said, this is my house. I'm providing the service. Y'all paying for the service. I'm providing entertainment and food and the like. And I'm doing this because I know that there are a few places. Here's the deal, brothers. There are a few places, few fine dining establishments that Black people can go to be entertained, to relax, to drink, to have fun. Okay? This man is a businessman. He employs people. He got chefs. You got valet parking. You've got security. You've got waiters. You've got waitresses. I mean, you have an entire economy going on there. Okay, and you're the one who has to bear all the responsibility for whatever happens in this place, your house. So he was warranted. This Black man was warranted in going in the way he went in here on these ratchets. And see, you got a whole bunch of people right now, they're going after him. You have these twisted, decrepit, crazy-minded folks who are on Twitter, who are in Facebook. You got these liberal types. You got these people who have no common sense, who have never ran a business, never owned a business. Damn, I've never even owned a home, okay? So you got people who don't own stuff. You got people who ain't never take any risk in life, all right, who are weighing in, pathologizing this man, calling him a criminal, saying he's a misogynist, saying he's toxic, saying he's sexist, all these other things, and now they want to cancel him. And this, brother, this is the derangement. This is the lunacy that we have in Black society. And we need more Black men. I'm hoping that young Black men watch this example of Kevin Kelley. I'm hoping that young Black men see what happened. And I'm hoping that young Black men recognize that they have to be principled. They have to take uncompromising stances, okay? And that they have to be able to draw a line in the sand, okay? All right? because there is too much at stake. There is too much at stake. And unfortunately, we have people within Black society who devalue the investments that we make. We have too many people in Black society who diminish, okay, the work that is involved in producing something that Mr. Kelley has put into the world. That's it. Brothers, this is a pedagogical moment. This is a teaching moment for everybody. This is a teaching moment because there are too few Black men. There are too many. No, I ain't too few. There are too many Black men. Hear me clearly. There are too many Black men who will not do what Kevin Kelley did at a variety of levels in all sorts of arenas. There are too many Black men who will not take an uncompromising and unpopular stance in relationship to this sisterhood, especially this sisterhood who was caught up in all of this ratchet debauchery, all of this decadence, all of this failure, because that's all it is. Twerking, that's nothing but failure. That's social failure. Now you go back and you look at them videos and you ask yourself, well, what kind of family structures did those people come out of? You ask yourself, it's nothing but social failure. No daddies in the home, no structure, no discipline, and these folk gonna come into your establishment and ruin your reputation. And what you need to do is you need to say, no, this is not what we're doing. And we have allowed this stuff to run rampant, and Black men, too many Black men are too fearful. Too many Black men have been too cowardly, okay, to speak directly to it and say, listen, this is destructive. This is unacceptable. It's not going to advance anybody. We have no respect, and there are too many of us. There are too many of us. We have no respect for real prosperity. We have no respect for real wealth. We have no respect for real hard work. We have no respect for real capital. We have no respect for all of the energy, the time, and investment that goes into the things that this man did. Like I said, Kevin Kelley, he is a high value man. Y'all watch Kevin Samuels, and Kevin Samuels talk about a high value man. Kevin Samuels, he's been talking about that for the last 6-7 months. We have too many people in our community that don't respect those type of men. We don't respect achievement. We don't respect Black men in business. We don't respect Black men who have distinguished themselves in law. We don't respect Black men who have distinguished themselves in education. We don't respect Black men who have distinguished themselves, all right, in endeavors that have absolutely nothing to do with sports, entertainment, and crime. And that's just the doggone truth. And I hope that brother revises his business plan. I hope that brother re-engineers what he is doing in Dallas, Texas. Okay? Because if those people who are on social media, if they're successful with their boycott, what he needs to do is he needs to move beyond the demographic that he has been targeting. I'm saying it right here. You need to stop just being a Black business. If being a Black business means that you're going to be held hostage to a whole bunch of ignorance and foolishness, and that people can't behave when they come into your place, what you need to do is you need to abandon the whole idea of a Black business and just be a business. You need to do that. That's Black male independence. That's Black male agency. That's SYSBM. You see? All right. You find you a completely different demographic, a completely different market. That's what you do in order to be viable. And this is what happens. Okay, we need to support brothers like this. We need to support. I'm glad this happened. We need to support brothers like this. There are brothers like this in every city. Okay, he's in Dallas, but there are brothers like this. There are brothers like this in Miami. They're in Atlanta. They're in Charlotte. They're in Raleigh. These guys are in New Orleans. These guys, they're in Los Angeles. These guys are in New York City. They're in Chicago. You got people like this all over the country. And they have to deal with this kind of stuff all the time. Detroit, okay? They're all over the place. You got Jacksonville. You got Orlando. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, all over the country. But what's the point, brothers? Here's the thing. I want you, BMI. This is BMI and BMA because that was a BMI, BMA moment. Y'all saw that video, right? Y'all saw that. Y'all saw when he dropped that F-bomb. And y'all saw that moment when he said to all those people in that restaurant, I don't need your money. You saw that? He said, I don't need your money. That brother at that particular moment, he decided, you know what? If I have to, I will risk it all because I'm not going to be disrespected. And my place of business is not going to be disrespected. Because the big picture, brothers, is the reputation. What is your reputation? Particularly if you're pouring money, you're pouring thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars, millions of dollars into this type of establishment. You have a lot that's on the line. Your reputation is on the line. And you can't let one ratchet, two ratchets, three ratchets. You can't let some attitudes. You can't let some funky attitudes destroy everything that you have built. And that was, yes, you're absolutely right. Unsunken One, it was a declaration of independence. It was a declaration of independence. And I need us, we black men, it doesn't matter how old you are, you black men in your 20s, black men in your 30s, black men in your 40s, black men in your 50s. You have to be at that place where you are not afraid to take that kind of risk. You have to not be afraid to take an uncompromising stance, to not be afraid to take a stance that is unpopular. Okay? Because here's the thing. Right now, he got a whole bunch of people out there in Dallas and other places. They saying he was rude and he's a misogynist, he's a sexist, he don't like women and all this kind of stuff. Okay, now they're trying to attack the man's character. They're putting all sorts of negative reviews on Yelp. Okay, in relationship to his restaurant and all that kind of stuff, and that comes with the territory, and you can't surrender to that. And I'm going to give the brother props. I'm going to give that brother props because he did not surrender. Did he back down? Did that brother fold? Did he fold? He did not fold. The brother, he went on TMZ. Okay, he went on TMZ and Harvey Levin. He tried to mix the man up and tried to get the man to recant and to backtrack on everything he said. But that brother said, you know what? I don't regret anything that I said. Now I might have been harsh. I dropped the F-bomb. Now I regret doing that. And it was, yeah, he dropped the F-bomb. I say that, but sometimes you got to drop the F-bomb. I don't care. I'm going to tell y'all straight up, brother. Sometimes you got to drop the F-bomb. When people don't respond to you being a nice black man, when they don't respond to you being diplomatic, they don't respond to you being a democratic, they don't respond to you being a good Christian, you got to drop that bomb on them. You get out of my place. And that says the message. Okay, that's an uncompromising, unapologetic message. And that's it, brothers. So, brothers, I ain't gonna spend too much time on this, man. I am not gonna spend too much time. You're absolutely right. Jesus got mad. Y'all know that Jesus, you're absolutely right. Gibrani. Jabroni, Jesus got mad, okay? All right. And so that was a real thing, because that restaurant is like that's his creation, that's his child, that's his baby. He got to protect it. All right. And then on top of that, you got people who are dependent upon him. I said it before. You got cooks, you have servers. We're in the middle of COVID. You got people who don't have jobs. Think about this, brother. You got people who are unemployed, people who are being kicked out of their houses, they're being kicked out, they're being evicted from their apartments and all that kind of stuff. Okay. And this man got the nerve to keep his business open so that people can remain employed. People are remaining employed. You got servers who are remaining employed. You got the DJ, he still got a job. The bouncer, the security, they still got jobs. The cooks, they still got jobs. The dishwashers, they still got jobs. Okay? And see, we don't see that big picture. Them ratchets don't see the big picture. The ratchets who are complaining right now, whether you're talking about the ratchets from the bottom or the ratchets, them old ratchets who got master's degrees, them ratchets who are professionals, them ratchets who only see what's in front of them, they don't understand the big picture, okay? Because they ain't got no skin in the game and they don't take risks like that, okay? And that's it. That's it. He said, Kevin Kelley right now, he's a liberated black man. He's going through an experience right now. I'm going to tell you, brothers, this brother is going through an experience right now that ultimately liberates him. It ultimately liberates him, okay? My prediction is that he's going to come out better after this situation than he was before. My prediction is that brother's going to do better business. My prediction is that brother's going to have a whole different worldview and mentality. Okay, once you engage in it, once you take that type of stance and you deal with that kind of heat and all that kind of stuff, you know what I'm saying? You ain't afraid of nothing. In business, in the domain of economics, you ain't afraid of nothing. Okay. And that's what that brother is doing. And I need us to really look at this from the standpoint of black male agency, because this is black male agency. This is truly black male agency, okay? And this is truly black male independence, right? And there are a lot of people who don't like it. They don't like it because there's so many folks who don't like the fact that you had a black man who was assertive, a black man who stood on principle, a black man who did not bend over and kowtow. He didn't tap dance or anything like that. A lot of folks don't like it. And again, it's not just the white people, but it's also within our society. And the women don't like it because the women, they don't like black authority, black male authority. Let's just put it out there, brothers. Is that a black man like that, he represents male authority, black male authority. And to be honest with you, a lot of the sisters, the women, I ain't gonna say all of them, but too many of them, they have no regard, they have no respect for, they don't even value black male authority. They have been taught to disrespect men from generation after generation. The mamas disrespected men. Their sisters disrespected men. Their grandmamas disrespected men. Okay? It's just generation of aunties, generation of disrespect. You got black girls right now growing up in households where ain't no men around whatsoever. Black girls. And they being socialized and raised, they're being conditioned to disrespect black men. So when you find yourself like Mr. Kelley owning a business, being established, you got to deal with generations and generations and generations of disrespect. Brothers, like I said, I'm not going to be on here forever, but I just wanted to weigh in on this situation because, it's a clear case of a black man living out black male independence and black male agency. People are going to talk about this for the next week or two or whatever. But there are so many lessons that are here, man. And I want you all guys, I want you guys to stand firm, to be uncompromising, and to not be afraid to take those risks. Don't be afraid to take those risks. Don't be afraid to be unpopular. Don't be afraid to have people dislike you. Don't be afraid to be different or against the grain of the majority. That's what it's all about. All right, brothers. This is all I want to say. I'm not going to be here too much longer. I'm going to do some live stream, but again in 2021, I do some planned stuff. I let y'all know ahead of time when I go live and what have you. But I had to speak to this situation right here. I thank you guys for all the support. Please remember to share, to like, and subscribe. And if you want to put in a donation in the donation plate, y'all go ahead and do it. Yeah, you got the Cash App, you got the PayPal. It's in the description box. It's in my profile and everything. But you all be good, and I look forward to talking to you next time around. Peace out.